Alright, what time is it? It's 10:38. I'll do one pair because if I try to do too many, I'm gonna waste too much time. So I will be right back.
But EA has been around for pretty long.
Oh wait, I should change the
Body slam the table.
body slam the table. I'm gonna change the title of my stream now. It's now gonna be like shoe polish, ASSMUR, experiment.
Oh, no more cute Dave face.
Updato. Oh wait, PC building? No. Shoe? No. ASSMUR? Auditory ASSMUR.
Title should be How to Get Free Money and Fast. ASSMUR LUL. Title should be How to Get Turned On by ASSMUR. Baby shark do 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 baby shark do 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 baby shark do 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 baby shark mommy shark do 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 mommy shark do 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 mommy shark do 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 mommy shark daddy shark do 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 daddy shark do 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 daddy shark do 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 daddy shark much better at mark mystery fask omg perfect. Do do do. Do do do. I painstakingly removed all the common.
Title should be How to Get Turned On by ASSMUR. How to get free money and fast. Check this out. Oh, it's blown up. Asians start speaking up for DACA. Wow. Let's go. Newspaper reading stream.
Yes give me more of that smooth voice Dave. Found it in 2011. An independent non-profit news organization. Subscribe for free to receive award-winning investigative in-depth news for NC. Independent journalism. Types, crime and justice news, the economy, education.
The economy.
$999,999.
Ooh. Actual Japanese. Let's see. Will my title show up this time?
69420
Fuck yeah, dude.
インプレスト。顔文字笑い。
What the hell did it say for the W's? Did it actually say what I?
OMG ヨーヨーディン、ランチェドイン1995、ユーズドカンテスツ、オンラインゲームズ、アンドスカベンジャーハンツトゥーマーケットコンパニーズトゥーパーティシペーティングユーザーズ。インオーガスト1996、フラティロンパートナーズインベステッド4ドルミリオンインヨーヨーディンインリターンフォー A20% ステーク46アットヨーヨーディン、ゴディーンパブリッシュとパーミッションマーケティング。ターニングストレンジャーズインとフレンズ&フレンズインとカスタマーズ。イン1998、HE ソールドヨーヨーディントゥーヤフー。フォーアバウト30ドルミリオン78& ビケームヤフーズボイスプレジデントオブダイレクトマーケティング。アメリカンオーバーサイトイズザモストアグレッシブ FOIA リティゲーターイネスティゲーティングフェデラルコラプション。ファイティングコラプション&ミスコンダクトフォーエアレバー。It reads as 顔文字笑い。IMDED。
I haven't done this in so long that I'm like, why do I have all this stuff?
It's a brush for my hair.
It's a brush for my hair. Yes, exactly. Still need paper towels.
Dave stop wearing gloves and show sexy hands.
Stop wearing gloves and show sexy hands.
TTS while sleeping is donations on. If you have TTS on during ASSMUR, does that add to the effect?
That's a good point because yeah, with actual shoe polishing ASMR, I probably wouldn't speak.
これを読めるかな？
おー、すごい。日本語を読める。確かに。なんか、日本語のの声
ポグチャンプポグチャンプポグチャンプポグチャンプポグチャンプポグチャンプポグチャ
Oh
ンプポ
no,
グチャンプポ
I've
グチャ
given
ンプ
Darth ideas. Okay, so this is just a demonstration, okay? There's two cameras, and I'm always like, which one do I look at? I wish I had a shallower table so that I could like show stuff easier over here. Maybe if like
すげえじゃん。
maybe if I had a camera like here that looked down. But anyway, step one is to brush off loose dirt from the shoe. And that is why I have this large, I believe this is a 10-inch horsehair brush. Please enjoy brushing sounds. Dude, I hope I don't get a bunch of like dirt and polish all over my microphone and my desk.
Dave, maybe you should go to the side of the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like right here. Hmm? Hmm? If that's the case, I'll actually scoot the table over a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I wear the gloves because I don't want to get a bunch of stuff on my hands.
Then you don't have to stretch as often and less likely to get polish on the desk.
Yeah, exactly. Good idea, Dasu. Arigato. So since it's been a while, these shoes are probably kind of dry. So I'm gonna moisturize them.
Good. Wet shoes gonna make you sick. Good idea ですか。ポグチャンプ。
はい。Good idea です。
ダース 200IQ。
200IQ 出す。Maybe. Actually, I'm just gonna remove the whole thing. I can relace it. It's only one pair anyway. Demo pair. Oh, actually. This is a shoe tree. It's made out of cedar. It's like spring, not really spring loaded, but it's a mechanism that fits in the shoe to keep its shape. Predominantly used to keep the shape of the shoe. Some people say it helps to dry it out in between wearing. It's just a good idea to put it in the shoe when you're not wearing it, just so that like this doesn't collapse and like the shape of the shoe doesn't change drastically from having a foot in it. And cedar is supposed to have like, I don't know, like antimicrobial properties to it or something like that. But I don't know if that's like truly proven. But I like using them. They smell good. They seem to be good for the shoe. It's funny because I'm wondering if you can hear a little bit like of a ticking in the background. I'm actually transferring like 4 terabytes of data onto a new hard drive. And the estimated time it gave me was like 24 hours. And I was like, are you serious? Legit kind of like mad about that. But whatever, you know? Whatever. Actually, I should... If we're gonna moisturize, let's just do it this way. So here's some... Oh, what the fuck? This is like done. Why do I still have this? Oh no, my room's gonna smell now. I present to you leather conditioner. Conditioner cleaner. Sure, whatever. Oh no! Did you see that? It just like came out, dude. It's messed up. Unprompted. Didn't even ask for this. So this is gonna be one of those weird moments where I actually like work the product into the shoe by hand. And this is part of the reason why I don't wanna go gloveless. Yeah, I can totally imagine how this would be a lot better if I had like a better camera setup, so that you could kind of see the close-up of the shoe next to the microphone. So now I'm starting to think about like, what are the possibilities we have here, you know? So you work it in there, kind of like rubbing real lotion into a shoe. I don't know if you can tell the difference though. Like you might be able to see a little bit. The colors on this camera aren't so great. This is the one that just got moisturized. This is the drier one. And to be fair, they're both in pretty good condition. So moisturized, not moisturized. They're both in pretty good condition because they haven't been worn since March.
Moisto.
Moisto. Yes. Because this whole pandemic business has basically made it so that I don't need to wear a uniform of any sort ever. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of like the action of rubbing it in with the hands. You can do this with a cloth instead, and I think that's what most people do. But I think I remember seeing, the funny thing is I remember seeing like this Japanese like world-class shoe polisher, and he did everything by hand, no gloves. He only used the cloth for like kind of like the spit polish portion, and I was like, wow, dude, it's pretty intense. But he's also like, I don't know, some grandmaster of like shoe polishing, so he's like, I need to feel everything. I'm like, all right, dude, more power to you. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I just need these to look... I don't even need these to look really good. Most people like that I work with are already like, you overdress for everything. Just to get a little bit of just to make sure the... Oh, what? Oh, what? My water thing sucks. Oh god, is it broken? Did I mess it up? Dollar water squirter? There we go. Oh no, it's like already messed up. I just need the brush. This is a very small detail, but now the area around the welt, the stitching, like, looks pretty nice. And yeah, you can't see it on that camera. Dang it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. The colors are so different between the two cameras. So I will consider how to do that setup in the future, how to change that up. So we've moisturized the shoes. In a more drastic case where these are like really dried and worn out, you would probably just put the lotion on and then leave it overnight. And then the next day you can like buff it out and then start doing the rest of the polishing. But like I said, we're not these haven't been worn very much since the last time I cleaned them up. So we can just go ahead and take a cotton cloth
I
here.
have Swedish class and I haven't studied.
And we'll go ahead and buff it out. Dorth?
I got SO distracted by your stream LUL.
Well, I'm glad. I'm not happy to hear that you're not prepared for a Swedish class, but I am happy to hear that my stream has distracted you successfully. When is your class? Like right now?
In 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. All right, so this is neat because this is a hybrid of shoe cream, which is like lotion plus dye, and polish, well, wax actually. So when they call shoe polish, it's not exactly like abrasive polish material like on a car. It's actually like rejuvenation and protection, and it does help clean because there is a little bit of a cleaning agent in there, but it's not particularly strong because you don't want to strip leather constantly. So this is like a lotion, cream, dye, wax mixture, and then this is like a sponge tip. It's just how they do with this product. So all you need is a little bit. Just pinch it. So you see a little bit of the goop up here. Very slow because I haven't used this stuff in a while. And then you just start making little circles. You Bob Ross it. You make little happy circles everywhere. And you can visually tell the difference between parts of the shoe that have wax on it and parts of the shoe that don't. So you go ahead and cover the shoe like that. I think I put too much on. Shit. To be fair, if I really need to, I could just rub it with my hands instead. I feel like I should have picked a shoe with less broguing to start with. That way I don't have to deal with all this layered shit. Would have been much more straightforward. But you know what? That's how we do things on this stream, okay? We're gonna keep.
My strands could use some love. What's your address?
Oh hell yeah, dude! That concierge polish service. And my man, I'm glad to know that you have a pair of strands as well. What color, might I ask? Alright, so you cover one shoe, you let it sit and dry. Hell yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Same here. Pretty much the most popular color for that shoe. How does this even sound, by the way? Is this even enjoyable?
Thank God for my wide feet, got them on Amazon for 165.
Holy shit, that's really good.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and study na kitsura.
Okay, Dorth. You have a good day. Hope you make it. Wait, I just said hope you have a good day. I was like, hope you make it a good one. Bye bye. I'll see you around. I'll see you on your stream or on the first stream or somewhere on the internet.
See you again soon.
Mata ne.
Bye lovely people. I need to resolve my strands.
Oh wow.
I beat the sheets out of them.
Are they your only pair of Goodyear welt? That tends to be the reason why. Yeah. Yeah, I have too many pairs of shoes, to be honest. And I'm only rotating. Well, when we were using shoes.
Maybe photo editing later. I wanted to do it last night, but my lazy but didn't.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm rotating between 3 different pairs, so that really helps with the longevity of the shoes. But I am getting to the point where 2, maybe 3 pairs will need service in maybe a year or so.
Bye guys, love you Dave, bye bye.
Okay, actually bye this time, Darth. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it.
Nagekiss.
Okay. So after that, after a good horsehair brushing, if you want to make it like more shiny, there's ways to do this by either adding another layer of that shoe polish on top and then buffing it out with soft cotton. For I guess because of the fact that like a cotton shirt is like very uniform in texture, it actually creates a really nice, what do you call it, material to use to kind of buff a shoe. Like I can already see improved shine on the shoe, and I'm fairly happy with it. I'm not necessarily shooting for a spit shine, but what you can do is you can either add some wax, or so you can either add some more polish, or you can just straight up get hard wax in like neutral, and this is a very well-known brand, Kiwi, from I believe, is it Australia or New Zealand? Actually, I don't even know anymore. But it's a hard wax that you can kind of place on the toe cap and on the back, and then you can spit polish that to make these parts of the shoe, because they're harder, make them look even shinier. The whole point of like placing placing wax on the shoe and then buffing it is you want to make a smooth layer on top of the shoe, because that's what reflects the light the most, and that's why you get that shine. So that's like, I don't know, the science behind it, I guess. So I don't want to stay up too late. I'm like dying. Now that we have polish on the shoes, we're gonna go ahead and finish it off by kind of glazing the heels, or the sole and the heel, sole edge dressing, is what it's called. So in this case, the edge of the sole on this shoe is the same color as the shoe. So I'm gonna use neutral, because I have this color from Allen Edmonds is called dark chili. I have a chili. That's not it. I have a chili. Yeah, I have a chili colored dressing, but this actually makes it darker. So since we want to maintain this this more neutral, or this uniform color, we're gonna go with the neutral. But one little, I guess, tidbit I would recommend is if you do have a shoe with with sole, God, I have like so much trouble saying it, sole heel edge, like with an edge that's the same color as the shoe, you can use the polish of the shoe to dye it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Just take a little bit right there. Honestly, I could have just I could have put it on something and then rubbed it in, but again, there's a little bit of appeal to kind of putting this stuff on your hands and then rubbing it in manually. But I don't like to. I just don't want to have any of this stuff like on my hands on accident and have it be very difficult to clean out. So that's why I use gloves. Also, my hands dry out really easily, and it's just, I don't want to, I just don't want to deal with shit like that. When your shoes are in bad condition, a good thing to do is actually to take the polish and actually line it on the stitching as well, and then let it moisturize and then dry up and seal, and then buff it off later. It's just an extra layer of protection that you can add to the shoe. And that's basically what we're getting at here is we want to keep the shoes in good condition. We want to protect them from the elements, and we want to make them nice and malleable so that as we use them throughout the days, yeah, they feel good, you know, feel good and protected. And so once again, since this is polish, or I guess shoe cream, you do want to like put it on and then let it dry up, or dry a little bit, let it absorb. Because then the next step will be to buff it off, and then we apply the you buff off the excess so that we're not kind of messing up the edge dressing, because the edge dressing is this kind of very chemically smelling liquid that's meant to create like a glossy seal. So we don't want to mess that up too much with the other like dye and wax and stuff like that. And realistically, I don't actually need to stretch the polish all the way across the edge, because for the most part, only this area gets really affected, because right here is where you step off of like when you take steps, and it depends on your gait too, or the way you walk. So for me, you can tell that like I lean more towards like a kind of a corner impact. I don't know if that's like the way to describe it, but yeah, it just kind of depends on how you wear the shoe out. Some people who have like perfect wear might not need to worry so much about scuffing up their edges, but you know, it's good for them. I just gotta do what I gotta do, you know? So yeah, here you can kind of notice that like there's a little bit of bleed over of the dye on even onto the sole itself, and that's basically fine because we're gonna buff it out. And once you start walking, this is pretty much gone. At least walking outdoors. I would constantly be walking outdoors in my shoes, and so that in a way that's how I put so much wear on them. Whereas other people, I believe, either have more opportunities to just walk around on indoor materials all the time. That really helps preserve the life of the shoes. But yeah, it's tough because then, you know, what if you live in the city and you do want to look presentable? Yeah, you're either replacing your shoes all the time or needing to like put stuff on them to protect them or maintain them. Or, you know, you just, I don't know, you go with a different type of shoe. Or some people like to commute with like, you know, with sports shoes, and then they switch into nice shoes at the office. Also, you know, an option. I'm in a more suburban setting, so I just drive in with the shoes on, and then I do the walking I need to do in the shoes. I don't really have an alternative pair at the office or anything like that. Have considered it. Oh, I've also been told like this is a good area to clean. I don't know if you can see it. It's basically where the heel attaches to the sole. Just for you know, to make it look a little bit nicer. You can also like polish it and stuff like that, but to be honest, most people don't notice any of this shit at all. So everything I do is like if it's for attracting attention, it's all done in vain. But other shoe people, they'll see and they'll be like, yeah, man, that's me. Whenever I see like another guy wearing nice shoes, goddamn, I really have to be more like outgoing and be like, nice shoes, bro. And then that's it, nothing else. So we wipe this down, let it dry a little bit. And now we're gonna apply the crazy stuff. And I realized that this towel should actually be underneath these newspapers because I'm keeping the towel, but not the newspapers. Yeah, well, so I'm gonna shake this up, shake up that neutral, break it up. All right, so as you can see, there's this little like fabric pad at the top, and so when I turn it over and press on something, the liquid will seep out. So I don't know if you can see you'll be able to see the shine, but let's see. Barely. You can see it gets wet, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like a wet material, and you don't want to get it on the rest of the leather itself. You only want it on the edge. So yeah, it smells pretty strong. It's glossy looking stuff. And what it actually ends up doing is it leaves a nice hard layer of gloss. So it does help to enhance the look of the shoes. It's not super necessary. To be honest, if you want to go frugal, you could use one pack of polish / shoe cream for everything. But that's only if like you just don't want to get into all of this stuff. And so as soon as you can, wipe off the excess. Let it dry. And then let the shoe rest. Let it chill. And there you go. They look about the same, to be honest. Maybe a little bit more Genki. Oh my, that camera flickers. I gotta, deal with this camera shit some other day. But yeah. So for the most part, at this point, I'm probably polishing 2 pairs normally, and so I'll do this, and then I go to the next pair, do that, and then I do some cleanup, and that's when these are basically ready to be placed back on like the shoe shelf or something like that. And then I would use it like the next day or in a couple of days. But these days, that's just not the case, unfortunately. Also drying this off. And so yeah, that's that's a pretty standard shoe polish process. That's basically it. Oh, it's time to relace. Let's do that together. But yeah, this is a good time to listen to podcasts or just contemplate the ending of life and shit like that. It actually helps to be able to think about stuff like that. Because I think if we distract ourselves too much from everything, it's not super healthy for us. We do need to face our own mortality. We do need to understand ourselves better. And so when we're able to do that while participating in a hobby we love or something like that, that's really nice. So I use a lacing method called the over-under, and basically what it is the laces go in a similar pattern as X's, but like over the welt, or no, the vamp, over the vamp and under the vamp, or because this is the tongue, so. And so that's leather shoes in a nutshell. Oh shoot, I messed that up. I always do this to like measure. And to be fair, I tend to keep the laces around the same. Like they have markers on them now at this point because they're always in this position. And some people like to change their laces out constantly. I haven't really felt like I needed to on most of the pairs of my shoes. But I feel like that's another rabbit hole you can go down pretty easily. It's close enough. Oh. And there you go. Ta-da. Ready for a night out in town. So that's shoe polishing in a nutshell. Oh, it's my bedtime alarm. Good timing. I actually should adhere to it tonight. So like I said earlier, yeah, I just did not sleep yesterday night. I washed my car instead, got super exhausted, which is good, but yeah, I've just been messed up for the rest of the week, or for the rest of the day. And so that's basically it. We're done here. Just take these away. This is for Dorothy if she checks out the VOD. Alright, anyway. This was nice. It was a nice experiment. I think so tomorrow. Whoa. Standing stream, let's go. You can see my degeneracy in the background. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna take a break. I think I've decided on attempting to do Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays for stream nights. So we'll see about that. So the next stream will be on Wednesday at approximately 9:30, 10 p.m. Pacific time. So look forward to that. Thanks for joining. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for hanging out and messing around with Japanese TTS. Appreciate it. Yeah, I will see you next time or wherever on the internets.